Hi everyone, for this video we're going to talk about limit and continuity. This is to identify whether the limit is continuous or discontinuous at a certain value of x. So for a function to be continuous at a certain point, the limit must exist. Okay, so for us to be able to check whether the limit exists, we need to make sure that the left hand limit and the right hand limit are equal, and also the value of the function must be equal to the limit or the value of the limit at that point. So in saying or in symbol, we can say the limit of f of x as x approaches a value of c must be equal to f of c. Okay, now if the graph of the function is given, all you need to check for us to determine if it's continuous or not is if the graph is continuous. Like the first example, like if we trace the graph, our pen didn't lift from the page, it just flows continuously. So a function is continuous if you trace the graph with a pen and the pen didn't lift from the page. Okay, or in other words, it is an unbroken curve, meaning there's no holes, no jumps, no gaps, or no breaks. Okay, like this example, this graph number 1. So this graph number 1 is continuous at all values of x. It is defined for all values of x. Now let's go to graph number 2. The graph number 2, as you can see, there is a break. Okay, so there's a hole, so it means this is discontinuous at all values of x. Okay, now for the third graph, okay, we have a vertical asymptote, this one. So when we have a vertical asymptote, the graph is discontinuous at that value of x. So in this case, it is discontinuous at the vertical asymptote, but in some values of x, it may be continuous. Okay, let's have more examples. Let's have these two examples. Are these graph continuous as x at x equal to a? So for the first graph, we can see that there is a hole and there is a break or a jump. Okay, so this is not continuous or discontinuous at x equal to a. On the other hand, graph number 2, as we can see, at a, there's no break, there's no hole, there's no jump, there's no gap, so therefore this is continuous at x equal to a. Our next video will talk about the 3 criteria or condition that needs to be satisfied if the graph is not given in only the function. Okay, see you then. Thank you.